It's this new thing that everyone's trying to figure out still, but it's amazing and it's a lot of fun. And yeah, I've been so blessed to be able to do this. I think that
Grant Horvat just shocked the golf world with a decision no one saw coming, and what happened next split fans in half. This wasn't just an announcement, it was a stand that left the PGA scrambling for answers. And today, I'll reveal why his choice might change professional golf forever. Roots and revelation. Before the fame, before the sponsorships, before Phil Mickelson started calling him brother in the fairway, there was just a kid in Stuart, Florida, sweating through his polo and believing that one day golf would mean more than just par or bogey. Grant Horvat's rise wasn't born in luxury, it was brewed in backyard humidity, where his dad's borrowed clubs and his mom's night shifts forged the discipline that now defines his empire.
it was really new, and there wasn't many people even doing golf TikToks, and so it was doing really well, and I was like, wow, people care, and there's a little niche here on TikTok. And when YouTube came about, and I met Garrett, he used to come to my college all the time, GM Golf. He's another very big YouTuber, kind of pioneered the way, and
after Ben, of course, yeah.
Yeah, after Ben, he got inspiration from Ben. And
At 6 years old, the sound of a ball striking a worn 9-iron was his heartbeat. By high school, he was a local legend. By college, he was a man obsessed. Those early years, full of grind, faith, and grit, became the underdog myth fans would one day worship. Because let's be real, in a sport obsessed with country clubs and caddies, a Florida kid with a backyard net wasn't supposed to end up rewriting golf's digital playbook. But Grant Horvat never cared for tradition. He cared for trajectory. And yet, every success story hides its storm. Beneath the fairway smiles and college trophies, there was a silent determination that whispered, "You're not built for average." Those dinner table talks about perseverance hardened into an identity. So when the internet came calling, Horvat didn't just upload swings, he uploaded soul. Fast forward to 2025, and that same small-town humility still hums beneath the glitz. His Nashville home may glitter with sponsorship dollars, but it's those formative Florida drives that echo through every vlog. Because the truth? Horvat's story isn't about where you start, it's about swinging through the noise until the world listens. Viral velocity, 2014. One shaky iPhone, one freshman dream. That's how the empire began. Grant Horvat's first YouTube upload barely hit 50 views, but each click was a prophecy in progress. While others were flexing polished pro swings, Horvat leaned into imperfection, the slice, the frustration, the humanity, and audiences ate it up. By 2025, he wasn't just a golfer, he was a digital messiah of the green, shepherding over 1.5 million subscribers into the gospel of relatable golf.
yeah, and it was at the time, I didn't have anything planned. You get out of college, you're like looking for a job, and so you're like, I got nothing to lose. So,
Right.
But it really wasn't that. It was more, I could see the success that Garrett and I already had together on camera. Right off the bat, we were filming videos together, and it was just like this natural thing that we had together. And then also, you could just read it in the comments and see that people loved it.
Then came the collective, Good Golf, part frat, part fairway cult, and Horvat became its golden boy. But success is a strange caddy. It carries ego with applause. When creative differences and faith collided, Grant made the boldest swing of his career, leaving the group that made him famous. That solo leap transformed him into YouTube royalty. TaylorMade inked a deal, merch lines exploded, and his Golf and God series turned par saves into parables. He wasn't just influencing golf, he was rebranding it, turning fairways into pulpits and fans into disciples. Because when Grant Horvat hit record, the world didn't just see a swing, they saw sincerity. And in an algorithm-driven wilderness, that's rarer than a hole-in-one. If Grant's journey from backyard swings to digital revival is hitting home, don't just watch, walk with him. Tap that like, hit subscribe, and drop a comment with your favorite Horvat moment. This isn't just content, it's a calling, and you're part of it now. The goodbye. September 2023. Golf's digital kingdom trembled. The announcement was simple, but seismic. Grant Horvat was leaving Good. No drama, no leaked group chats, just a quiet, heartfelt confession. I need to find my own voice. Fans wept. Forums imploded. The hashtag trended before sunset. But what looked like an ending became the cleanest break in YouTube history. Solo, Horvat bloomed. His Faith on the Fairway series baptized golf content in scripture and sincerity. His marriage to Sadie added warmth. Their couple challenges blurred the line between love story and leaderboard. And financially, forget survival. He was thriving. By mid-2025, Horvat had a thriving apparel brand, a stake in Takamo Golf, and a moral compass stronger than ever. What the good split revealed wasn't disloyalty, it was evolution. Grant didn't leave the group, he graduated from it. And in doing so, he taught an entire generation of creators that faith and fame can coexist. You just have to choose your swing. Love and links. It wasn't a golf win that broke the internet. It was a wedding. January 2024, under the Florida sun, Grant Horvat and Sadie Farina said, "I do." And in that moment, YouTube's golden boy became golf's favorite husband. The ceremony wasn't lavish, no celebrity officiant, no staged drone footage, just 150 guests, soft vows, and a couple whose chemistry had already melted millions of screens. Their first viral clip as newlyweds? A putt-off to decide who'd take out the trash.
And so it was already kind of proven. Like, it wasn't this shot in the dark. Garrett already had a very big channel at the time. He already had like 500,000 subscribers. We're talking, you got 4 years ago. And so it was already kind of proven. It wasn't this like huge risk right off the bat. But yeah, it was, it's definitely still, saying you're going to go to YouTube, moving out to Dallas. It's very risky, but there was a good house out there. It was a content house, and that's what I moved into. Right off the bat. So I lived with
So all of y'all live together.
In 2025, their life together feels less like a fairy tale and more like a devotion, grounded, unfiltered, and sometimes hilariously human. Their mornings start with scripture, not sponsorships. Afternoons roll into content shoots, Sadie filming, Grant joking, both laughing their way through double bogeys and deadlines. Fans adore it because it's not performative perfection, it's partnership in its purest form. And somewhere between Bible study and back nine, the internet fell in love with them all over again. But love in the spotlight isn't all soft fades and couple hashtags. Trolls sneered during the PGA snub, tabloids speculated about baby Horvats, and yet every storm was met with quiet resilience. When Sadie posted that viral clip of her praying over his clubs before his Creator Classic victory, it wasn't content, it was conviction. Together, they turned golf into gospel, marriage into ministry. Forget the trophies. The real victory is balance, between career and calling, grind and grace, fame and faith and fairways. Grant Horvat used to chase birdies. Then he started chasing something bigger. His baptism in 2023 wasn't just a personal pivot, it was a public declaration that would redefine his brand, his purpose, and his platform. "Golf mirrors life," he said tearfully on the Bible Caddy podcast. "You'll hit hazards, you'll take penalties, but redemption's always one swing away." Fans didn't just listen, they transformed right alongside him.
The format that we've done this year has been so successful. I think next year there's got to be something that changes, of course. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. We've talked a little bit about having maybe some team captains, drafting people, creating more of that, like you don't know what you're gonna get. But there's a lot of routes you could take. So yeah, we're gonna have to do a lot of brainstorming. Right. But yeah, it's got to evolve, it's got to change. I think this first year, even doing the last one on Phil's channel as the skins game, it's already changing a little bit there.
By 2025, his channel became a living sermon. Pray Before You Put hit nearly 1 million views. Collaborations with Phil Mickelson suddenly turned philanthropic, funneling proceeds to Bible translation missions. Critics mocked it as preachy golf, but the numbers and the testimonies told another story. For every troll, there was a fan who DM'd saying, "Your video brought me back to church. That's not controversy, that's conversion." And behind it all, Sadie stands as his spiritual caddy, hosting Faith in 4 Bible studies for other creators. Together, they're proving faith doesn't have to whisper in the influencer age. It can drive straight down the middle of the fairway and still make the cut. Grant's no longer just teaching swing paths, he's showing how to aim life's drive towards something eternal. Pros and partnerships. If golf had a cool kids table, Grant Horvat's not just sitting at it, he's carving his name into it. 2025 became his networking masterclass. a highlight reel of power pairings that blurred the line between YouTube stardom and PGA royalty. One week he's laughing with Phil Mickelson at TPC Sawgrass, the next he's dropping one-liners with Ricky Fowler mid-round like a stand-up comic in Spikes. His Creator Classic win in March sealed it. Grant wasn't the outsider anymore. He was golf's viral bridge between the polished and the personal. Then came Duels, Miami, his brainchild with Mickelson. 3 million views in a weekend. Fans called it the Netflix of golf, and for once, the hype undersold it. Every slow-motion swing and mid-round prayer felt cinematic, part sermon, part showdown. And when Fowler invited him to the 5-under challenge, Horvat turned birdies into philosophy, preaching calm and confidence like a Zen master wrapped in golf gear. But the most striking thing, he's doing it all without bowing to the PGA. They watch, they whisper, but they can't replicate what he's built. A movement powered by authenticity, filmed in 4K and faith. Because while golf's gatekeepers guard their velvet ropes, Grant Horvat's already thrown open the doors. The game's future isn't in country clubs or boardrooms anymore. It's streaming, swinging, and laughing somewhere on YouTube, where Horvat's smile is as bright as his drive. PGA and Principles, July 2025. One tweet, 12 words, and golf's old guard went into meltdown. Declining my PGA invite. They won't let me film. That was it. No rant, no PR polish, just rebellion in plain text. To the purists, it was heresy. To everyone else, it was history in the making. Grant Horvat had just turned down the PGA's golden invitation, not out of spite, but out of principle. "I owe my journey to my viewers, not a rule book," he said later. And in that single statement, the sports hierarchy cracked. The backlash was instant. Commentators cried career suicide. Traditionalists scoffed at his YouTube morality. But the data? It told another story entirely. His channel views skyrocketed by 40%, merch sold out overnight, and Christian sports podcasts were hailing him as a modern David standing tall against golf's corporate Goliath. Sponsors didn't walk, they waited, watching as his influence grew stronger by the hour. Phil Mickelson stayed quiet, but the silence was heavy with approval. Because everyone knew, Horvat hadn't burned the bridge, he'd built a new one, live-streamed in real time. What he rejected wasn't prestige, it was control. And in doing so, he flipped the script for every creator who ever felt small. The message rang loud and clear across every fairway. In 2025, the power doesn't sit in private clubs. It swings with the people who dare to hit record. Announcement and Ascent, November 7th, 2025. Grant Horvat's Instagram Live hit 500,000 viewers before he even spoke. The caption read, "It's time." And in true Horvat fashion, he didn't disappoint. Between tears, laughter, and a spontaneous putting contest in his Nashville backyard, Grant dropped the bombshell. A new docuseries, Gospel on the Green, produced alongside Phil Mickelson, and a creator-owned mini-tour designed to bypass PGA politics altogether. "This is for the dreamers they denied," he declared, Sadi glowing beside him. The chat exploded. "Revival! Genius! Iconic!" as he promised to bring faith, fun, and freedom back to the greens. In a single stream, Grant Horvat didn't just make an announcement, he made a movement. 2025 ends not with controversy, but with coronation. From backyard nets to digital empires, from Florida heat to global spotlight, Horvat's story has come full circle. The kid who once practiced under palm trees just built his own kingdom, and this time, everyone's invited. Grant Horvat's not chasing trophies anymore, he's chasing transformation. And as golf's old guard clings to tradition, one thing's clear. The next great revolution won't happen in silence. It'll happen live, on camera, with the internet watching and the faithful swinging right beside him. Inspired? Then don't scroll past the movement. Subscribe, share this with your golf fam, and let the world know. Faith, freedom, and fairways belong together. The revolution's already live, and you've got a front row seat.